Alright, this is going to be an attempt at an instructional video or an intro to the Loyston trail system. And I'll show a little map where I parked at. I'll stop for a second. Right here is the trailhead. It's a little connector to Loyston Loop and the Mill Creek Loop. What's nice about this trail system here is that you typically ride it any type of weather. As long as it's not actively raining, this trail system is a lot of fun. Right now I'm on a little connector that'll connect us to both loops. And I'll probably speed up the video somewhere about now. Okay, we'll pause here for a second because this is not the connector. We get to this point in the trail, it just looks like a fire access road. Just keep going straight. Okay, this is the point, geez, I shouldn't be this out of breath, where you can get to either Mill Creek or Loyston Loop, and I'll typically go right and do Loyston Loop first. I'll put a map up, but today I think I'm going to try something different and go do Mill Creek Loop first. So if you want to do Mill Creek, at this little sign right here, go and take a left, and then left again, and that'll get you to Mill Creek. There we go. All right, here's another fork in the trail. And as you can see on the sign, there's Mill Creek Loop to our left. And if you keep going right, down that direction, you can do Loyston Loop counterclockwise. So here goes Mill Creek, and I'm in the wrong gear. Okay, cool. At this point, we're passing the road that you probably drove in here on. Just going straight across, not making any turns. Alright, cool. Hope you guys are as tired watching this as I am making it. This is effectively the top of Mill Creek Loop, and I'll put up a little map on the screen to show where we are now. That big fallen tree right there, that's where we just came from. The path falls down along here, and it goes down that way. Okay, so again, over there is the tree that we came up by, big fallen tree, and I'm gonna go to my left, down the other way, and now all that hard work you just did coming on the uphill will somewhat come to fruition in mostly downhill section of Mill Creek Loop. The thing that I really like about this trail system, you know, as I mentioned earlier, any type of weather, you can really ride it. It's still fun. Also, you can ride it at any speed, and it's still fun for everyone. It's a great trail system for beginners, or for those who want to get a little bit of air. Still a lot of fun either way. Woo. A nice wide open part to where over there to my right, again, that's the road we came in on. Over there to the left is, well, you know, I don't know, that's for you to find out, but it's not part of the trail system. Not a stick. This is something that will still clear off the trail here. Set him down way out here, just in case. Woo! All right, not too bad. All right, sorry about that. GoPro battery died. We're on day 2. Anyways, picking up where we left off, the top, essentially the second peak on Mill Creek Loop. If you're going clockwise, this is the road you came in on. Down there is where you parked. Up here is the direction you came in from. There's some rocks kind of leading over, and you go straight across here, past the rocks. It'll bring you up to the next trailhead. If you want to fast forward now in the video to the next trail crossing, I'll have some links down below to all the trail crossings. If you want to stick around, I'll be providing my commentary on this little downhill bit, which is essentially the last downhill bit on Mill Creek Loop. So here we go. All right. And if you use a dropper post, you can pretty much leave it down for most of this. You'll see me put it back up on a couple spots probably. Also, it stormed here pretty hard yesterday, late afternoon. So good rule of thumb for any downhill trail is, unless you've already rode it once that day, don't go too hard on it unless you've rode up it and you know that this trail's clear, or you've had somebody tell you that the trail's clear. So I'm not going to push too hard because it's my first time down this today, even though I went down this yesterday. That's the thing about Loyston, is that you pretty often have to stop and pick up branches. Guaranteed. It does get a little cluttered out here. And again, you can already see why this is a really favorite downhill for some people. Really fun. Again, you can go at any speed. Still fun. Just about everybody. I'm on a hardtail. Trail's already a lot cleaner than I thought it would be. after how hard it stormed yesterday. Also be mindful of people coming the other way, because people do come up this. Well, remember, is it your responsibility as the person going downhill to stop for the people coming uphill. And the road's to our right. We just rode up on. Woo! It's slick. It's a little gravelly here. Okay. I'm tired. Keeps going. A little rest section for me, because I'm fat and slow. Oh yeah. Wow. A lot more clear today than I thought it would be. I thought it'd be a lot more branches in the trail. Probably going a little faster than I should, not having seen the trail yet today. Sorry if the video is a little jumpy. I'm not using a gimbal or anything. I'm just using a GoPro Session 5 chest mounted. I think it does okay. You can get the idea. Oh yeah. Super fun, super flowy, fast. Okay. Alrighty. So I'll probably speed up the video about this point to the next trail crossing. Okay, and we're coming up to the next trail crossing here, which is where Loyston Loop and Mill Creek Loop meet back up with each other. You have two options here. They go left or right. Left is Loyston Loop clockwise. Right is either back to the parking lot or a Loyston Loop counterclockwise. And I like to ride Loyston Loop counterclockwise. So I'm going to be actually going right, and I'll show you where Mill Creek Loop started, which is over this way. And again, if you want to fast forward to the next trail crossing, feel free. If not, I'll just speed up the video for you. Okay, cool. Here we are. The next trail crossing. And here's where we made a left at the start, near the start of the video. This is Mill Creek Loop. Again, going to my right. Behind me, I just came up a little piece of Loyston Loop. And if I stay left, I can either keep going back to the parking lot or do Loyston Loop counterclockwise, which is what I'm going to do right now. So again, you can fast forward by clicking one of the links, or you can just hang out while I speed up the video here and get us to the next trail crossing. Okay, here's the next trail crossing. To my right, you can go back to the parking lot where we parked. Fun little downhill. To my left, this way, is Loyston Loop Trail going counterclockwise, which I'll take you on now. Again, if you just want to fast forward to the next trail crossing, feel free to do so. The link, or stay tuned here. I'll give you some commentary on this first little downhill. Which again, if you didn't watch the previous downhill video, there can be a good amount of debris in the trail here at Loyston. So always stay in control unless you've already ridden the loop once that day and you know the trail's clear. If you're also gonna just be riding the first time out, maybe you're trying out a new bike or something, not sure your skill level, I would do Loyston Loop either clockwise or counterclockwise and pass on Mill Creek Loop, you know, until you're comfortable, you feel like your gear's working well. If you're moving from beginner to intermediate, just kind of where I'm at, it's fun to do Mill Creek Loop first. You can play around on the jumps, you know, try your hand at learning to jump, which is outside the scope of this video, but it is fun nonetheless. There's plenty of YouTube videos on how to jump. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward up to the next downhill part. I forgot there's a bit of a climb here before we get to the first downhill. Downhill technique, I watch a few videos on it. What I essentially try to do is keep really light grip on the handlebars, balanced over your pedals, alert, looking well in front of you on the trail. One finger on each brake sometimes. Oh, stuck in the wheel here. Probably pushing a little harder than I should. I'm distracted trying to make a video. So that was essentially your first flow. I think Strava calls it first flow. And back into an uphill. I'm gonna fast forward through this boring uphill while I wish that I had an e-bike. I'll put a link to the next trail crossing if you want, or you can just leave it on fast forward. for a bit. Over to our right, it's the lake. Really nice views from right here. Again, another one of the things that makes this one of my favorite trail systems out here. You could be still railing through this section if you wanted to, or just be taking it easy, enjoying the view. Down over to the right, what I just passed, there's a little kind of rest stop, if you will. Fun place to hang out and take a dip, should you choose. Gosh, it's nice out there. I'm gonna keep moving because my lenses are fogging up. All right, here we are, where we just were a little bit ago. This is Mill Creek Loop to my right. If I took this down that way, I'd be riding Mill Creek Loop counterclockwise, going back around the other way. If you keep going to your left, continuing on the same path you were just on, will get you either to the other trailhead from Mill Creek Loop or back to the parking lot, which is where I'm gonna go now. And feel free to fast forward or click the link to go to the next trail crossing. Well, I'll put it on fast forward right now. Okay, and we're to another trail crossing. Again, to my right, going that direction, Mill Creek Loop. going clockwise. To my left, going this way, is Loyston Loop, counterclockwise, or back to the parking lot, which is where I'm going to go right now. And again, I'll stop it at the next trail crossing. Okay, here we are coming up on our next trail crossing, which if it looks familiar, that's good because it is. So we have to our left, continuing the same way we just went, counterclockwise on Loyston Loop, or to our right will get us back to the parking lot, which is where I'm going to go now. And I'll check in with you guys one more time before I finally stop the video here. And here we are coming back up on the parking lot. There's my car. Again, thanks for watching the video. I don't give a shit if you like or subscribe because I don't care about that stuff because I'm not a professional YouTuber. I have a job. And I don't really have time to make videos a whole lot. But hopefully this is helpful to you guys. Again, this is a great trail for anybody who's new to mountain biking, anybody who's an expert at mountain biking. You can take it at your own pace and have fun no matter what. So anyways, this is what I've been writing. Feel free to turn off the video now. Not really much more information for you.